Well friends, here is the next problem. Now the given problem is a car covers a distance of 60 km at the rate of 60 km per hour for the first half of the distance and at 90 km per hour for the second half of the distance. How many minutes did it take to cover the distance? Okay. See now, the car is covering 60 km. Okay. Let me consider that as 60 km. At the rate of 60 km per hour for the first half of the distance. Now let me divide the distance into two halves. 30 km, 30 km, total in all 60 km. Right? Now from here to here it will be 30 km. Again from here to here it will be 30 km. Okay. For first half, what is the speed? It is covering at a speed of 60 km per hour. 60 km per hour. And in the second half, it is covering at 90 km per hour. In the second half, it is covering at 90 km per hour. Now, what you need to calculate? You need to calculate how many minutes did it take to cover the distance. See, the simple formula we are having as time t equal to distance divided by speed. Okay, time t equal to distance divided by speed. Now friends, let me calculate the time during first half. Let me consider that as t1. Now what distance we are covering in the first half? We are covering 30 km. 30 km divided by, at what speed we are covering? We are covering at a speed of 60 km per hour. 60 km per hour. That means divide by 60. This divide by 60 indicates 60 km per hour. In 1 hour there will be 60 minutes. Now why I am converting hour in terms of minutes? Because when you look at the question, they have asked us to calculate time in terms of minutes. Therefore I am converting hour into minute. Okay. Now this, shall I write this as 30 as it is? Now this 60 goes to the numerator, divide by this 60 as it is. Now when you calculate 61 the 61 the, now what is left? T1 is equal to 30 minutes. We got T1 as 30 minutes. In the similar manner, let me calculate the time T2. That means in the second half. Time T2 is equal to again distance divided by speed. What is the distance we are covering in the second half? Again same, that is 30 km. At what speed we are covering? At a speed of 90 km per hour. That means 90 km per hour means 60 minutes. Okay. Again this 60 goes to the numerator. Again this 60 goes to the numerator. Now that is, let me write as 30 into 60 divided by 90. Okay. Now 0 will cancel. Now 6 into 30 is what? It is 180 divided by 9. So 180 divided by 9 is what? Of course it is 20 minutes. Okay. Now see, T1 I got as 30 minutes and T2 I got as 20 minutes. What do I get? T1 plus T2 is equal to what? How much I'll get? 30 plus 20. I'll get it as 50 minutes. Now let us check the given options. The first option is 30 minutes. The second is 45 minutes. The third is 48 minutes. Whereas the fourth is 50 minutes, which matches with our result. Therefore, option 4 will be right option. Okay friends, let me cover this once again. First what we are doing? We are covering 60 km. That I have considered 60 km. Now, in the first half, I am covering the distance at a rate of 60 km per hour. That means I will divide the distance into two halves as 30 km, 30 km. In the first half, I am covering at a rate of 60 km per hour. And in the second case, or in the second half, I am covering the 30 km at the rate of 90 km per hour. Now, what I need to calculate? I need to calculate what time do I require to cover the first half and the second half. That I will consider as T1. T1 is equal to nothing but distance by time. What is the distance? 30 km we are covering at the rate of 60 km per hour. That means 60 divided by 60. Hour I am converting in terms of minute because in the question they have asked us to calculate time in terms of minutes. Now what I will get T1? If I solve this, I will get T1 as 30 minutes. That means from here to here, to come from here to here, what time do I require? I require 30 minutes. Now in the next half, that means T2. T2 is again distance by time. In the next half also we are covering 30 km, 30 as it is. And at what rate we are covering? We are covering at the rate of 90 km per hour. That means 90 divided by 60. Again this 60 goes to the numerator. And when you solve this, you will get it as 20 minutes. That means from the center point to this point, what time do we require to cover? We require 20 minutes time. So from here to here it is 30 minutes. From here to here it is 20 minutes. In all what? T1 plus T2 is nothing but 30 minutes plus 20 minutes, it is 50 minutes. So therefore, the option 4 is representing us the 50 minutes. Therefore, 4th will be a right option. We will see some more number of problems.